Hello, welcome to this car video. It's been a while since I made a video from my car. I've had a few issues with cameras and recording. I've got a couple of cameras I'm recording, but I'm recording the audio on my phone down here, which means I have to sync them up later on. Anyway, what's new in my life? Well, not a lot really. I've decided to have a career change. I thought about becoming a therapist. I was looking into things on the Open University, but that would have taken me in the wrong direction. That was I was a little bit confused, but I think I've got some clarity now. It needs to be a properly accredited course, but the ones they got on the Open University was going into being like a proper psychologist, where then would get the degree and then you'd need more training, you'd need to get doctorate and blah 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 blah. Well, it's like that isn't what I was looking for. I was just looking for just being a counsellor, and that looks like it's only going to take a couple of years, and it's a different accreditation board. So I need to find some courses on that. So anyway, it's not that I don't enjoy my job. I do enjoy my job for the most part. It's just that a large part of my job is like washing up, and it's just like I'm not going to be fucking standing over someone else's sink washing up till I retire. It's shit. I mean, it's not like where I used to live, taking people out, having fun. I could have done that till I retired, but that just isn't how it's working out now. I'm self-employed. The heater on my car is being stupid. Well, normally that side blows out water. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but when it doesn't work, that side blows out hot air, and my side blows out freezing cold air, and I can't use it because it's ridiculous, because it's ice cold. And today it's doing the opposite. It's blowing out warm air on my side and freezing cold air on that side. It's just like, what the hell? It's just, there's no fucking consistency. That's freezing. Sometimes it helps if I actually switch everything off. I'm going to do that. I'm going to just switch the engine off. Turn it all off. Everything is off. Okay, let's see if that helps. Doesn't always help, but sometimes that does actually help. Just switching it all off. Let's see what's happened. Not always. Sometimes it doesn't work. No, it's blowing out cold air on that side. It's really weird because the last couple of winters, it's been doing it the other way round. It's been blowing out freezing ice cold air on my side and warm air on the other, and hot air on the other side. But now, I mean, it's not ice cold on that side like it blows out on me, but fuck it. And as long as there's warmth from my side, there's no passenger. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically it. I'm looking at a career change to be a counsellor. The reason being is a lot of people have always confided in me, way back. Pretty much since I worked at Wetherspoon, which would have been almost 20 years ago now. People have always found that they can confide in me, tell me things, and open up to me. And it's still happening today, where I find people are able to open up to me about things. So I thought, you know what? I'm obviously someone people feel comfortable with talking to. Why don't I get paid for it? You know, yeah, I've always done it with my friends because I'm a good friend. But why don't I, get qualified and train and do it properly? So I'm looking into that. So as I said before, I was kind of going down the wrong path. I was looking at the course would have taken me to be a full-on psychologist, and that's a bit more advanced than what I want. I just want, regular being a counsellor, therapist, nothing, like crazy. So yeah, that's what I'm looking into. Right now, I'm not working today. Well, that's not true. The people I normally work with today are on holiday. So all I've done is fed their fish today. So they needed someone to do it. I said I'd do it, which is nice because it means I get to have nice long lay-ins in bed in the morning, which is good. So I need my sleep, and I get to have my sleep. So it's not like a week off, because obviously I still have to get up and go out and do that you know, oh, it's green. For some reason my brain totally interpreted that as being red, even though it was clearly green. Anyway, so schools are back now. Summer holidays are clearly over. I mean, summer's over. I mean, what a way to end summer. Majority of schools go back today. I think some went back yesterday, but majority are back today. And it's just like, the weather's just like, bam, holidays are over. It is gonna rain on ya. And that's exactly what it's doing. It is raining hard. Luckily, there isn't really too many floods. Area that I drove through before I started recording for this video can flood when it's like this, but luckily, because it had been so dry beforehand, the stream near the road was actually pretty much dried up, so it wasn't too bad today. Yeah, there is a bit of surface water around, as you can see, but it's not too bad. I'm about to go up into the hills, so if the clouds are low, my visibility is going to drop right down to about 0. It's quite atmospheric when that happens, and you go up there and you've got the low cloud. What's actually really quite cool is if it's foggy down here and you go up into the hills, and when it's crystal clear, and then you can see all the fog down below. That's actually quite cool. It's like a blanket. I like that. So, but you do have to be careful on this road, because even though you think, oh, it's a nice quiet road, you do get cars on here, and some of them do go a bit mad, and it's not really wide enough for that. So, yeah. I'm going to Paris soon with my friend. That'll be in a couple of weeks. Originally it was supposed to be like a holiday going to Paris before I start doing this Open University degree, but now I'm not doing the Open University degree. I'm still going to Paris, it's all been paid for. But she's just like, I want to go to Paris. I was like, you know, Paris is like a bit of a dump. She's like, yeah, I know, but it's an expensive dump. I was like, yeah, okay. You know, some people still think it's like this ultra romantic place. Now I want to go that way, but I'm actually going to do this. Well, A, there was a car there, but B, the reason why I'm doing this weird manoeuvre is I'm trying something out, although it's not really working as well as I hoped. Because if I was to come up this way and then across, you can't see the cars coming around this corner, so you pull out onto the road thinking it's clear, and then bam, there's a car there. It's like, shit. So I thought I'd try going around the other way, but that didn't really work as well as I hoped, because I couldn't see the road on that side. So I don't know, both ways are pretty shitty. And you say, oh, it's such quiet. I think it's the only reason you don't crash, it's just the probability of traffic, but there are cars. Right, over the cattle grid. Right, now, so if the cloud is low, my visibility is about to disappear. Putting the blower on my window, because I think it's misting up a little bit, although it doesn't really work on that side because it's cold. Up into the hills. It's getting a bit, visibility is dropping a little bit. Yeah, going into the cloud. I did just think this looks so atmospheric. I really like it. Oh, it's high beam. Turn that off. This is flexing back. You can feel your ears pop. It's like when you go up in an aeroplane and you feel the air pressure changing. It's like that going up here. It's a lot steeper than it appears on the camera. Trust me, it is quite a steep climb. Although it's not too misty. The cloud's obviously risen a bit. Yeah, I thought sometimes you come up here and you literally can't see a thing. Yeah, not too bad today. here we go, at the top of the hill. It goes up a little bit more, but yeah, it's a bit atmospheric. I just think it looks cool when it's like this. It is very atmospheric, but it's a bit of visibility, so it's not as atmospheric as it can be. It's like very, like, I don't know, what's the word? Mooding. It has a certain feel about it. But yeah, I like it up here. So when it's the sun shining, it's like a different place. You come up here in the middle of night when you've got the low cloud, that's like a completely different place again. So it is quite cool. Ooh, a bit of a puddle there. But yeah, I like it up here. It's just, I mean, some places, you know, they feel like it's the same place regardless of the weather, but this place does feel very different depending on the weather. I say, if you come up here in the dark with the low cloud compared to like on a summer's day when it's just bright sun, they are like two completely different worlds. And that's what I like about it up here, and it's peaceful. And you get the occasional car coming through here, sure, but it's not like crazy. In the holidays, it's more because you get lots of tourists come up here, and also at rush hour, people cut through here to avoid the main road. I wonder if the ice cream van's here. There's an ice cream van that's always situated up here. It's probably not here today. If it is there, shall I go and grab an ice cream? Last year I came through here quite a lot, and I got to know the ice cream guy. He would give me like great big ice creams, but I went by here the other day and it had a lady in the ice cream van. I don't know her. Probably isn't there. I can't imagine it would be here. I mean, it's not no, it's not here. This is where it is. The park goes in this car park here, so I can't imagine that much business on a day like this. Yeah, it's a shame the cloud wasn't a bit thicker and a bit lower, because it is quite cool when it's like that. Anyway, there's a sheep. There's some sheep. Hello, sheep. There's some ponies around here somewhere. I think I've seen cows up here as well. Right, about to go downhill. Selecting a low gear, I'm in third gear. I came down here once when it was all ice. There was a sign at the top saying, you know, the road was closed because of ice. I was thinking, I've come all this way and I cannot be asked to go all the way fucking round. So I came down here. I think I was going like this fast, and I was still sliding. But the ice was only really at the top. Once I got down to about here, the ice stopped. This is usually, you can get snow at the top of the hill in winter when you don't get snow further down. So like at the top it can have quite a thick layer of snow, and you get to about here and there's no snow at all. And this is usually the cloud change as well. When you're coming out of the clouds from above, it usually ends about here. And I'm misting up again. And when there's fog, you can see it usually starts about here. So you come in and then it's like all foggy. Okay, I can see again. My window's demisted. Is it still being stupid? Yep. I don't know why it's doing that. So the last couple of years it's been blowing hot out that side and freezing on this side, and now it's swapped over. It's just, oh, so fucking annoying. No fucking consistency. Just want it to work. I have taken it to a garage and investigated repairs, but the problem is, with this car, it's not worth the effort. Trying to get in there to actually fix it all, it costs so much fucking money. It's not worth the value of the car. The car isn't worth a huge amount of money. It's like a 20-year-old Golf. it's, you know, the amount of money I'd have to spend getting the heating matrix and all the heaters fixed, it's not worth the value of the car. And sometimes it does work, like in the summertime, it's, you know, I've got the aircon. That's the opposite problem. The aircon doesn't always work. I have to put it to a really, really high temperature and then gradually and slowly bring it down to the temperature I want. Yeah, it's just hassle. It's just a constant fight with either keeping it cool or keeping it warm, doing what you want with the car, and I don't know. I might, when this car finally dies, I might sell it on, or I might just scrap it. So it's a 20-year-old Golf. I can't imagine it's going to get many takers. The engine still works well, but the exhaust is blowing a little bit, and that needs fixing. And sometimes when you start it up, the engine sounds a bit rough, but once it's warmed up and going, it's fine. Absolutely fine. It can be a bit dim-witted in normal drive mode sometimes, with the acceleration and the gear change. It is a bit dumb. But if you put it in sport mode, it's actually quite responsive. It's decent acceleration, good gear changes. So, you know, it's still an okay car. It does me. I'll probably drive it till it falls apart. I did initially think this was going to be my last petrol car before they changed the law to stop selling new petrol cars. But because they've put that back by 5 years, from 2030 to 2035 I think it is, I probably will still have another petrol car. It's not because I'm, you know, anti-electric, but, you know, you've got to get the electricity from somewhere. And I'm no interest in buying an electric car until solid state batteries are more of a thing. While it's still got the lithium ion batteries, I just don't think that's there is no future in lithium ion batteries. That's an old technology. Solid state batteries are far superior in every regard. They're not mainstream in cars yet, but they will be one day. They charge faster, the charge lasts longer, the battery life is longer, they don't burn like lithium ion batteries do. They're just all-round superior. And then you've got the second-hand electric car market. I mean, this car's 20 years old, it's still on its original fuel tank. If this car was electric at 20 years old, it'd probably be, you know, on its original battery would be dead, it would be on its second battery on its way out. There's just no money in it. It's ridiculous. So yeah, electric cars I think are the future, or hydrogen. I think hydrogen would be better, but here in Britain our government's really pushing electric cars. So that's our future. So yeah, once solid state batteries become mainstream and the price comes down a bit on them, I think then it will be worth it. But until then, I'm going to stick to petrol. I know petrol is dirty and it pollutes and all that, but modern petrol cars are so efficient. There's not a huge amount of pollution coming out the back. And with the electricity, I mean, where's that coming from? It's like nuclear, okay, which some people say nuclear is green. It does have waste products, but you know, it's better than coal, I suppose. But am I here? No. Where am I? I'm trying to. There's a cafe down here. It's a really, really good cafe. Where is it? Here it is. Right, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to grab some food. I know this video is a bit pointless and a bit random, but never mind. That's pretty much all my videos. But I'm going to go in here and yeah, I'm going to grab some food and I'll see you soon. Alright, bye.